My name is Isaac Schweitzer, and September 16th, 2012 changed everything, because that's the day I got sober. I moved into a sober living home. I started going to meetings, started helping people, and for the first time in my life, I saw clearly not just my problems, but the problems everywhere around me. There are broken systems, missed opportunities, people falling through the cracks that shouldn't exist. My dad and I used to sit together and complain about everything. The roads, the schools, the way people were abandoned by the systems that were supposed to help them. We complained and complained, but we never came up with any solutions. And for years, after getting sober, I kept asking myself, what am I supposed to do with my life? And then it hit me. I'm supposed to change it all because I can. Not alone and not overnight, but one house at a time, one person at a time, one community at a time. And that's why I'm building Nexus Recovery. This isn't just another sober living house. Nexus Recovery is the first operational branch of something much bigger, a visionary ecosystem designed to rebuild communities from the inside out, starting with the people everyone else has given up on. Our sober living homes provide safe, structured housing for people leaving treatment or incarceration. But we don't stop at a bed and some rules. We offer personalized recovery programs tailored for neurodivergent and cognitively diverse residents. Everyone is welcome and everyone gets a safe place that fits their needs. Mentorship, life skills training actually prepares people for real life, goal setting, and dream building workshops inspired by top motivators because recovery isn't just about staying sober, it's about building a life worth living. Community engagement and accountability systems through peer support and sponsorship. Real employment in businesses that we create, landscaping, cleaning, restaurants, and more, where residents work alongside sober peers, earn competitive wages, and build skills that last. If a program doesn't fit someone, we adapt. We move them to an alternate path. Everyone gets a chance to thrive. Here's where it gets powerful, though. Every business we create employs our residents and generates profit, but those profits don't line pockets. They go right back into the community. Community centers with computer labs, gyms, meeting spaces, resource hubs where residents and neighbors can access tools, equipment, and guidance for practical projects. Affordable childcare programs for residents and local families, infrastructure improvements fixing broken roads, supporting underfunded schools, addressing mental health challenges and economic inequality. One house funds businesses. Businesses fund community improvements. Community improvements create opportunities, and opportunities change lives. Lives change the communities, and the system spirals outward. Once we prove the model works in one city, we expand to the next and the next, building a network of sober living homes, employment opportunities, and educational programs, community resources that operate independently from broken monopolistic systems. Here's why your support matters right now. I've managed sober living homes. I've seen what works, what doesn't. I know the people we're trying to reach because I was one of them. I know the frustration of seeing problems and feeling powerless to fix them. But I also know this. Change is possible when you stop complaining and you start building. Here's the reality. I can get our first house operational for $10,000, but the demand is already there. People need this now, and when one house fills up, and it will, I need to be ready to open the next one immediately. That's why I'm asking for $50,000. Your contribution creates the first house launch with the security deposit, licensing, furnishings, and initial operations. Rapid expansion capital will be 30,000, ready funds to open additional houses the moment demand requires it. Business startup costs are going to be $7,000 to launch employment programs like landscape and cleaning services that make houses self-sustaining. And we'll have an emergency reserve of $3,000, which is a safety net for unexpected costs, resident crises, or opportunities we can't afford to miss. So that $50,000 to launch the first house immediately. It will scale as fast as the need demands, and the faster we move, the more lives we change. The more lives we change, the faster communities transform. And what happens next? Day 1 to 2, we will secure the lease and furnish the house. Week 1 to 4, we're going to welcome the first residents. Months 2 to 3, the house is going to fill the capacity and become self-sustaining through resident fees. Month 3 to 6, we're going to launch employment programs and open a second house as funding allows. Every 3 to 6 months, we're going to open additional houses as demand and resources allow, trying to get to around 10 plus houses locally, totally based on demand. Prove the model works at scale before expanding to other cities. This moves at the speed of demand. Growth will happen when houses stay full and the community needs more. And we're building it together. This isn't a top-down system. It's built by the community for the community. As Nexus grows, we'll establish committees made up of residents, volunteers, and community members who want to be part of the solution. The Heart Committee develops recovery programming, workshops, and support systems tailored to what residents actually need. The Community Action Committee identifies local needs and coordinates projects, whether that's building a community center, organizing neighborhood cleanups, or creating extracurricular programs. These committees ensure that Nexus stays responsive, adaptive, and driven by the people it serves. And if something isn't working, we change it. If the community needs something we hadn't thought of, we build it. This is participatory transformation, not a blueprint handed down, but a vision built together. This is about more than recovery. It's about restoration, purpose, proof that people aren't disposable. It's about taking all the problems my dad and I used to complain about and actually solving them. One person, one house, one community, one city at a time. I spent years wondering what I was supposed to do with my life. Now I know. I'm supposed to build this. I can't do it by myself. Every dollar you contribute, whether it's $10 or 10,000, helps prove that a different system is possible. That recovery can fuel community transformation. That one sober person with a vision and a support system can spiral outward into something extraordinary. The demand is already there. The need is urgent. The solution is ready. Will you help me start? Nexus Recovery begins with one house, but it doesn't end there. Let's change it all together.